What's going on? Welcome back to the INSOMNIACS Podcast. This is your host, Nova, and I am pissed off, but not for the reasons you think. Before I go any further, let me introduce my co-hosts, panel members, whatever you want to call them, my brothers. First off, C-Dolla sign. What's going on, C-Dolla?
What up, what up?
That's it? That's all you got to say?
That's all I gotta say. What up? And then another what up after the first what up.
Okay. CoolHandCruz. What's going on, baby?
What's good, baby? And I'm hyped, man. It's the WrestleMania hangover for me. And Dollar Sign, I'm gonna follow your what up with another what up. What up?
Good to be back. Another week, another dollar, another day. You know what I'm saying? I know some of them stimmies, some of them tax checks has hit some of y'all. So, you know, everyone's happy right now. We're all in a good mood. Yeah, man, it's been a great week. What about you guys? How you guys been?
Bruh, I've been straight, but yo, it's funny you say that, man. I went to the Nike outlet the other day, and when I mean the Nike store, the Nike outlet was
oh my
ransacked.
God, who the hell cares?
All the shelves were like, everything was off the rack, and it wasn't even like they had heat. Like, everything was gone. People just didn't know what to do with their money. Like, they just destroyed everything.
Damn, like what? Are you serious? Because of the outlet, of course. There's always
outlet.
Hold on, before we even get to just talking bullshit, let's get to the game of the week. Not plural. Let's switch on to that.
I got some thoughts on this outlet thing.
Hold on. Cool Hand, go ahead. It's your time to shine.
Yo, man, this week's game of the week is coming out April 20th, and to everyone waiting, man, it's MLB The Show 21, which is coming out for the Xbox for the first time. A PlayStation exclusive is finally coming to Xbox. It happened. The forbidden door is open.
Damn, I know that got PlayStation fanboys triggered right now.
Gotcha, bitch.
It definitely did.
Yep. It's okay, guys. It's a sports game. Everyone is allowed to play sports everyone
should. Everyone should be able to play sports games. The fact that this game was exclusive for so long is kind of crazy. Now, I know other baseball games have been trash. I know this show just happens to be the best one, and you know, Sony just happens to make it. So, congratulations, guys! Congratulations, proud of you.
And I just
proud of you.
I'm Dominican, and I don't give a fuck. And this is our sport. You know what I'm saying? This is a sport we actually own, and I could give two shits. So, shout out to you Game Pass guys who will be getting it day one. Not PC Game Pass guys, because they don't give a shit about us. It's all about the console losers. But yeah,
we got the Bethesda games though.
Oh, you mean
they just added like 100 games to PC Game Pass?
Really? So all the Bethesda games I beat last generation and the generation before. I'm so excited to play these old games on my PlayStation 5.
Dishonored 2, Skyrim.
Dishonored 2, Skyrim, double No one's trying to play Skyrim. On the 12 consoles that has released on.
I'll say in 2021, I don't know who's playing Skyrim.
Yeah. And even with that thought, they're probably still going to release Skyrim again on next gen. If they haven't already. I mean, technically it's cross-plat, or cross-gen, but I'm so sick of Skyrim. And unpopular opinion, but Oblivion was better than Skyrim. Take fighting mechanics out of it, way better game, in my opinion. And I put probably equal amount of time on it. And while we are here, I did want to give a special birthday shout-out. My boy Black Rain, we see you in the chat. Happy to have you here, bro. Happy birthday from the Insomniacs. On that note, let's get into it. Speaking about outlets and shoes and the drip, as the youngsters say, let's get into a new collaboration. I know, like, for a while we've been saying, we want to talk about some stuff outside of just the normal Twitter, video game, crumb side, if you want to say it. I don't know why I said that. Type topics. Then I don't know. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Man, what we're trying to do is we want to get into the culture of gaming, and this is part of the culture, the overall thing that is gaming. Gaming is not subjected to one thing. It's now a culture. It's got clothes, it's music, it's movies, it's everything.
It's everything.
So let's get into it.
So going from that conversation we are having earlier about the Nike outlet, let's get into some shoe related stuff. So what you're looking at right now is the Nike PG2 or PG5s, I want to say. PlayStation 5, Paul George sneakers. Not my cup of tea, but I am happy to see that PlayStation is still doing Nike collabs, right? We had the Travis Scott Dunk Lows that were like friends and family only. I'm still really bitter that shoe never dropped. But as you can see, there are some PlayStation themed shoes coming to market. Again, they're not the greatest looking in my opinion. I'm gonna put up some other pictures of them as well, but overall, I think it's a dope thing culture wise, right? It adds to the essence of that brand, right? So whereas gaming can be viewed as like typically a nerdy thing or something that people are ashamed to talk about, or it just still kind of has that taboo a little bit. Seeing like PlayStation invest into like sneaker culture, clothing, that sort of thing, with their Travis Scott deal or even, the PG series. It's just dope to see it, in my opinion, coming from a sneakerhead. Cool Hand, your thoughts?
Honestly, man, I will definitely ball in these. Like, this ain't something I would wear out, but like, if I'm gonna play pickup, I'm gonna play at the rec or anything, summertime's here, springtime's here, that's outdoor ball season. You know that, Nova, better than anyone.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be
me, man. I'm me right now. I'm PlayStation Nation, so I'm definitely gonna cop these. Not because it's a fresh sneaker, but just because I would love to rock a PlayStation suit, shoot a ball in. Now, I will say I love the level of detail in this sneaker.
I was just gonna ask you. Yeah.
The level of detail is what got me. I love how they kind of mimic the PlayStation, the back of the controller, and they added the buttons embedded in the leather, and I thought that was really cool. The colorway, I don't know, man. The last collab was better, but I'm kind of hoping
it's a PS5 controller.
I get it, but I mean, I'm kind of hoping we don't just get a sneaker, because remember, like Dollar Sign spoke offline. In the last collab they did, you had a backpack, you had hoodies. So I would love to see kind of like that the PG PlayStation apparel side with it, and I definitely think I might do the apparel if it looks nice.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to drop a picture of it's going to look a little sloppy, but I'm going to drop a picture of the backpack that you were talking about. It was from the last release that they did with Paul George.
And this was the Friends and Family one, right? That the black one was the Friends and Family. I remember the gray one was the one released to the general public.
So if you look on your screen right now, I just threw it over. This is what we're talking about. The Friends and Family pack comes with a cool backpack and the sneakers.
But there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh, you guys will see it. Speaking about sneakers, me and Cool Hand are actually kind of in the planning phase of doing a YouTube video about video games and sneaker clothing culture, kind of like an all-in-one, because we're not going to be able to get to it all on this. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. We could talk about the PlayStation Air Force ones, the original ones, including the new ones, which I actually have. The Travis Scott deal, and the dunks that he released that were, again, friends and family. But he released a whole line of merch with PlayStation. I actually own two pieces from that collection, so we're gonna get in depth.
Yeah, don't forget, even Xbox had a collab with Jordan, like what, last year? Like the Xbox One.
You talking about them trash ass Jordan ones?
Bruh. Hey, I'm just saying. Look, talking sneakers, right?
Yeah, no, we got to talk it all. We got to talk it all. But when I saw them Xbox ones, man, I was just like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like,
all day.
They're They're not like that. Um,
I would say, what's been your favorite collab so far for like PlayStation and Nike?
I mean, the Travis Scott ones.
the Travis Scott one.
Pretty good.
You know what? I'll say this. I'll say the original PlayStation Air Force One low tops, and probably the Travis Scott dunks that like 2 people got.
All right, I'm gonna probably be in the minority on this. Probably the first Paul George collab, and I don't even like Paul.
You heard that? He does not like Paul George.
Paul George is a bum to me, bro. Like playoff season, he is non-existent.
Straight bum. We ain't rocking with Paul George over here, as you can tell.
If it's playoff season, if it's playoff season, Paul George can play a pick game, I'll win.
Yeah, I think Cool has a good idea. Like, I wasn't planning on getting these, but I might hoop in these.
Right?
I might have to see you in the court.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Hey,
Oh,
look,
come on.
I'll pull up the Chi-Town.
Hey,
Side.
Yeah, I'll play like game of 21 or something.
I just want to say that C-Dolla was in a basketball league when we were kids. I remember this, so he might, you know what I'm saying? He might play you, Cool Hand. Just putting that out there.
I don't doubt it. I only play better defense. I'm like the Rodman. I don't get bored. I only get buckets. I get bored.
But I could play both of y'all because I'm 6'3", you know what I'm saying? Giant gang, what's up? Yeah.
Can you dunk though? Do you have a vert?
I can touch rim though. All right.
You're 6'3" and you have no bounce? Get out of here.
I'm slightly a fat boy right now, but we're working on that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I just wanted to just kind of bring the attention back to these shoes. Again, they're cool. They're not the greatest shoes I've ever seen. I actually kind of like the old PGs better. The ones that are on the screen right there, I'm showing you guys. They have a light up tongue. Really dope. I just think these are kind of a step back in a sense.
These sneakers got SSD, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. You could turn on your PS5 by clicking the tongue.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, again, it's dope. Look out for that video. Me and Coolhan will be probably working on it within the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna start dropping like actual YouTube content outside of just the Insomniacs podcast, but still very much in the same vein as Insomniacs podcast. Yo, what's going on, Ronan? I see you in the chat there.
How much that backpack though? That backpack was vicious.
It's cool, man. It's definitely cool. Yeah. It would definitely be like a dope collector's piece. I'm not gonna lie.
The hoodie, man, the hoodies they did for the collab were nice, and they were comfortable too.
Yeah, you could keep you can keep these new shoes though.
Nah, I mean, shit, I'm a ball in these. I'll definitely ball in these.
You know what? Just for anyone who was wondering, I'm just gonna drop a pic of the Travis Scott dunks. That way, you guys can take a look at this. In my opinion, they're the best shoes that he's dropped. The PlayStation.
I'm still angry that you got the PS, the PlayStation
4. Yes. And that will definitely be in the video as well. Maybe once I do like a face reveal or something. Either way, I'm going to do a video about that.
Me about that too.
Yeah. Oh, funny story. I was with Dollar Sign at E3, and this fool. Keep in mind, Nike's whack, and at the time I didn't have iPhone, so they were like, "Yo, you can only get this using the sneakers app that's on iPhone because only the iPhone had the geolocation feature."
Yeah, geolocation feature.
Anyways, Cool Hand goes over here. He's about to buy them for himself. Last minute, he's like, nah, I don't want them. So he hands me his phone. He hands me his phone, and they only have a size 14. Granted, I'm a size 13, so I could technically still wear them, but yeah, I've never worn them because they're one size too big.
Do the hood thing, double socket, bro.
Yeah, they just look a little big. I'm gonna drop a picture of the Travis Scott dunks right now if you guys haven't seen these before. Yeah, these are really dope in my opinion. I love the dunks. This is like the shoe I grew up with, and the fact that they had some PlayStation branding and the colorway is cool. It's just really dope to see. Yeah, this is a dope ass shoe.
But you know what though? I'm just not a fan of the reverse Nike sign. I like that. Call me a traditionalist when it comes to that. I'm just not a fan of the reverse.
I don't mind it on this shoe, to be honest with you. On this shoe, I'm not crazy about either. Like the ones, the Travis Scott ones, I'm not crazy about them, but I like the colorway.
I like the mirrored look.
I like what they did here. It's different, you know. Again, the only way to get these were to do a raffle, right? Where they had a full size run. You could choose any size. And they're like, yeah, 5 people are going to win this. I'm like,
but
you gotta be
again,
kidding
they
me.
didn't just release the shoe; they released merch with it too, and
Yes.
the merch was fire.
The merch is
But,
fire.
man,
I got
the
2
jacket
shirts.
was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the jacket, right?
No. I got a long sleeve shirt and I got a PlayStation like logo shirt, which on the back it says Cactus Jack. But the cool thing is like the design on the back of the T-shirt actually like pops out. The merch was fire, to be honest. Like this is the most fire merch. I'm pretty sure the long sleeve I have is going to be worth a lot of money in the not too distant future, man. And they also dropped some merch that was like almost like knockoff Carhartt, which I loved. I didn't want to spend all the money because it was pretty pricey. But yeah, these shoes, maybe they'll drop eventually. Maybe they'll never drop. They're pretty much unicorns at this point, but really dope. Really, really, really dope. But yeah, just curious. Question for the chat: if anyone's tuning in, are there any shoes you guys like? Any sneaker, clothing, video game inspired clothing you guys like or are into? Let us know down below.
Yo, have you seen like even like the old like vintage merch when it comes to PlayStation? That shit is expensive now.
Oh yeah.
Man, PlayStation 2, like just they had like the old PlayStation 2 with the Japanese kanji letters, and it was just like PlayStation on the front, and it's just that thing is worth $200 now. Like if you find it brand new, it's worth $600.
Dude, I have a PlayStation 2 tee I got for like $10 online. You just got to know where to look.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, like you checking like Grailed and stuff. You'll definitely find scalpers will try and get you, bro.
Yeah. I think in like 5 to 10 years, I think video game in like pop culture, not that it's not accepted, don't get me wrong. Everyone's streaming Fortnite and et cetera, but I think it'll be more accepted along the lines, just like culturally, right? It won't be as nerdy to be into video games. It'll be.
Well, I will say this: look at what happened when it comes to, and you know me, I'm a huge wrestling fan, right? Like, look what happened with wrestling, like vintage wrestling T-shirts. Like, do you understand? Do you know how many I've seen, like, who don't even watch wrestling, rocking like vintage NWO, WCW, ECW shirts from back in the day, old Stone Cold shirts.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Old Undertaker tees. I still want an Undertaker tee. I still want a Suck It tee. Vintage
wrestling shirts are ridiculously overpriced, bro. Like I found this really cool Stone Cold Steve Austin Blood from a Stone from WrestleMania 13. That shirt is $695, almost $700. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Not even brand new, bro. Just like Usalo, bro. Like
yeah, of course. You got the yellow sweat stains and all that stuff, and they still selling it for a lot of money.
Black is like it sucks. Yeah.
I think we should move on to let's talk PS Mobile. Now before I go too deep into this, if you didn't know, depending on your age or how in tune you are with gaming news, so PlayStation on mobile isn't a new thing at all. I'm pretty sure. So they had a phone that came out called the Xperia Play, that allowed you to use remote play in your PS3, and well into the PS4. That phone has since been defunct. They even actually came out with a concept. If you look online for the PlayStation, the Xperia Play, they came out with a second one. It had a slide out keyboard, or I wouldn't say that. It had a slide out gamepad, right? So you could play right on your phone, and it was similar, I would say, form factor to a Vita. And yeah, it was really cool. So contrary to belief, everyone's like, oh, this whole play anywhere thing with Xbox. PlayStation's been doing this for years. Remote play is not new. Remote play has been around since 2008, I want to say. So obviously it's a little different now. You have a smartphone. You're playing over, a non, like, you don't have to play over Wi-Fi nowadays necessarily, like how you used to have to do. So the fact that PlayStation is focusing again on the mobile marketplace, is quite intriguing. So just to kind of catch you guys up, CoolHand, can you let us know a little bit about what PlayStation is doing right now on mobile?
Well, they're kind of, in the sense they're kind of mirroring what Microsoft is doing, right? Like you see Phil Spencer trying to reach, 1 billion people, and you already can play some Xbox games mobile, if I'm not correct, right?
Yeah, xCloud. I believe it's still in beta right now.
Right? Yeah. So this is definitely something that's mirroring, them in the sense of that business model. It's something that I've kind of expected to happen because it's such a kind of like front forward future heavy move. As far as what game titles, I don't, you know what I mean? Like
well, it looks,
it'd be hard.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that they're gonna be bringing some of their top tier franchises. To what capacity they're doing this is still kind of we don't know. But
yeah, well, this is all rumors, right? It's just based on the fact that there's a job posting for a mobile lead, the head of mobile.
Yeah, which it looks like it's gonna be like a Sackboy game they're doing on
Well,
mobile.
I could see, because it's not that graphic intensive. This is definitely if there's any,
they've already made a Sackboy game
for mobile.
Yeah, it's like Run Sackboy Run.
Yes, Run Sackboy Run.
Oh, I'm not hip. See, that's what I'm saying. See, when it comes to mobile games, I really don't. I don't really do that. You know what I mean?
But it seems like they're just getting started. Like they're gonna look at like their franchise and see what games they can make like mobile versions of, like a fun mobile game, like with their franchises.
Well, I will say if they do a full mobile game in the sense of like how we could play on console, I think a Sackboy or a Little Big Planet game is a great springboard. You know what I mean?
Give me a Dreams mobile even.
Dreams mobile. I see. That's I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Where you can just play people's games. That's it. Like not a creator mode.
So you'll be able to create, because that's where I was going to get at. Because in Dreams you can create, you can do so many other things. But if you're only playing through the cloud, then I think that's tight.
Yeah, just to play, because they're not these crazy games, and it's cool. What I don't want them to do though is I don't want them to create like a watered down version of a game. Like I haven't played them, so I'm full hypocrite notice, but I don't want to see them do something like how they did like the mobile version of Final Fantasy 15, which still hits a lot of the same story beats. Like, don't give me like a watered down version of a game. I'm just picking on Final Fantasy because they're ones who've consistently done that as of lately. So just separate it, right? Or there've been other games that have had like a mobile version that would just kind of like like a weird lesser experience where it's made for touch, like give me something that feels like a true game, because you have a lot of these indie developers who focus on mobile who are coming out with these amazing games.
You saw when for a time where people were able to play Fortnite on their Apple iPhones, and it looked great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean that was even a big thing. Like people playing Fortnite. I remember when that came out, and that was like the big thing. You had to have a Samsung phone to play initially, and they even had like the Galaxy skin if you got it on mobile.
I think like COD and PUBG Mobile are also really popular.
Yeah, I know COD. See, COD hits different though. Like the gameplay on COD Mobile is really different compared to like what you can do. At least with like Fortnite Mobile, it was fairly similar to console, and you could actually play with people on console and on PC. You know what I mean? You could play people cross-platform even if you were mobile, which I thought was really cool.
There's also a good chance that this initiative is more geared like internationally, because like mobile gaming is like not that big in the US, but it's like massive like in the rest of the world.
It's picking up. If you look at like,
especially Japan,
for instance, I can't even speak for myself, right? But like, if you look at the younger generation of kids, you know, they're really not playing console. They're playing more mobile. Like I see so many kids with iPads, iPhones. You know what I mean? Like they're playing mobile games. These kids like Roblox. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely something in the horizon. I don't think it's going to be geared towards us. I think towards them, and it's probably going to grow with them.
Yeah, I agree with that. You forgot to mention, Cool Hand, your 40-year-old aunt who plays Candy Crush on her phone when she's bored. You forgot that.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
There's a huge swath of people who play that. It's actually crazy. A lot of like older adults play these very simple games, but again, it kind of lends the credence, just showing how much gaming is growing in general. That before gaming was kind of looked down upon, like especially coming from like parents, like why can't you do something else? Go outside. Which now that I'm a little older, I kind of agree with. But at the same time, it's just a little more acceptable.
Because you can make it a viable career. Like, look at us. We're on a gaming podcast.
Yeah. Or how you can make a game on Dreams and get hired to a game studio. Like, so it's cool to see. It's cool to definitely see. Like, my mom, just throw her under the bus. Even though she doesn't play games on her phone, she definitely has friends who do, right? So whereas my mom would probably clown me before, like, you're going to be a single loser your whole life if you just sit there and play your video games all day. Well, hey, it's a little more accepted, Mom. I'll show you, Mom. I'm on a podcast now. Yeah.
Bruh.
But yeah, besides that, long story short, I'm not playing mobile games, period.
Nah,
fuck that. I got a 65-inch PS5. We ain't doing no mobile over here.
Nah. I got shit. I bought that PlayStation for a reason.
Oh hell no!
Ain't doing it. Exactly. And speaking about nice TVs, Cool Hand, when are you gonna join us?
In the near future, actually.
All right.
Very sooner than later. Trust me.
You said 80-inch, man. I'm holding you to it, man.
I want that Sony Bravia, bro.
I'm holding you to it. Oh, the A9G.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
man.
sir.
You got to spend a pretty penny on that, but it's probably worth it.
Definitely gonna be worth it.
And just random shout out to Black Rain again, and shout out to anyone who's making money in crypto right now. Because if you had your money in the right place today, then yeah, you're a happy person. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Doge investors, and shout out to all my people who put money into Ripple 3 years ago and forgot about it. Shout out to y'all. Right now, y'all happy.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. You guys are geniuses. If you do that.
When everyone was telling us to sell, we remain.
You did it.
You guys want to talk about this PS5 update?
Yeah, sure. What we doing? What we talking?
Let's talk about this PS5 update. Personally, I haven't been able to download it yet just because I haven't turned on my PlayStation. But since, I don't know if you guys have, but if you haven't, or if you have, let me know your experience. What can you guys tell me about this new update?
I mean, I haven't turned on my PlayStation all day either. You know,
Bruh.
I haven't. I mean, I just look. All I know is that it improved the game base.
Bruh.
I know they added like disable game chat, and you can adjust the player's volume now. I know you can customize your game library. I know the trophy settings and stat screen is a lot more interactive.
Okay.
There's definitely some pros to it. I'm enjoying this. I can't wait to kind of get my hands on it and fuck around with it. I know they added like the compatible external USB storage.
Yes.
That was the big selling point for me.
But you can't play games off of it yet. You can only transfer. So essentially, yeah. Which and from what I hear, I have to look at the Push Square article again. But from what I read,
that's cool with me too. Like if I can transfer something to a USB just for the moment, that's fine, right? Until it's
that way you don't have to delete it.
It's a good gap stop for me right now, right? So I can until we get these SSDs going, right?
Yeah, and USB transfer is faster than the CD download. So if you put it on a USB drive, then that's the fastest way to get it back onto your PS5.
Definitely, especially if you're using like a 3.1 USB 3.1. You're gonna see the.
And they're recommending like it has to be like at least a quarter gig. I think the USB drive or the quarter terabyte.
I was about to say a quarter gig. Damn.
I was about to say, man, shit.
That's not much to work.
I gotta go buy some USBs now. We got 16 gigs.
But yeah, I mean, so like you said, you can transfer games onto an external USB. The trophy, they added some new features when viewing trophies, so you can see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so now you can actually access your screenshots and videos taken the moment you earn a trophy, which is pretty cool because usually after you get a trophy, some epic shit just happened, So that's always cool. Essentially just more quality of life features, getting the trophies quicker. Is it the PS5 update we all wanted? Not really, but it's a step towards that direction, which
I'm also reading it, man. They also added like a screen zoom where you could adjust the magnification of the screen to suit your preference from the settings menu, which is I think that's cool, for all you nearsighted or farsighted people, right? That's pretty nice.
Accessibility features. Always dope to have. So again, we're not at that point.
Like,
good.
I don't say, but we're still missing a few things, right? We're still not getting VRR, which they've been talking about for a while.
Yep.
They haven't enabled that M.2 drive.
Yep. That slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which is really what I'm waiting for. And if you guys don't know at home, VRR, aka variable refresh rate, it's a feature that's on the Xbox. Sadly, missing from the PlayStation for now. It is something you're gonna be adding through a software update eventually. And then then the other thing where you can't expand storage right now. On Xbox, you can throw a terabyte memory card in there, we could say, whereas on PlayStation, they're kind of waiting. And my honest opinion on why PlayStation is waiting, it's just because like there's 2 hard drives on the market that can do this, that can handle the speeds, right? Which aren't even officially supported by Sony yet, but I'm sure they will be. I think what Sony's waiting to do is saying, hey, let's wait till we have 5 or 6 different manufacturers that are making hard drives that are fast enough to work with the PS5. And
you know what?
Right now,
it's
this. Too shallow.
I agree with you, Emmanuel A1. In the chat, shout out to you, man. Still no audio, no 3D audio for sound systems on PS5.
There you go. Great point there.
That's a great point.
Yeah. So we're not there, but we're working there, right? We're headed that way, right? If you guys don't remember, the PS4 started off the same way. It was very clunky at first. There were a lot of features. By the time we got off the PS4, night and day, right? The PS4 interface, I love it. To this day, I still love it. Yeah, it's a little clunky. I like how on the PS5 they separated, your video and your game stuff. That's definitely better. But like, the whole getting in and out of game is still kind of counterintuitive on the PS5. I wish they added that in this update. Like, can I press one button? Can I just press my PlayStation button and get out? And again, shout out to Emmanuel A1. Appreciate you for pulling up in the chat here. And Emmanuel, I see you in a couple different other shows, so I appreciate you rocking out with us.
Yeah, but I also like the integration that they added, not only just for the console, but for the app as well, right? So they introduced it like, a way to connect with your console and experience remotely. They introduced the ability to save products in a wish list to get notification when your friends
Yes.
are online. And then you could change your console online status now via the app. And that's crazy. Like, and then within the coming weeks, they're gonna just, they're gonna be shelling out more, including the ability to join multiplayer sessions on PS5 from the app. That's nice. You know what I mean?
Pretty dope.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
they made trophies a bit more accessible. Before it was like a pain to find like your trophies or look at other people's trophies. But now it's like a card.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And then you can also manage your storage on here too. So as well as the integration. So I like that also. Sony's not only just thinking for the console, they're thinking the overall community.
Well, from everything we've discussed, what is? And I just want to go around. What's your favorite feature from this update? I'll start with you, Coolhan.
For me, I'm really enjoying the app integrations. I think that's really cool. I also like the new.
What's your one favorite feature from the pack?
Oh, from the pack?
From everything. Yeah, you got to choose one feature that's like, all right, this is my favorite from what I can see.
I'm really digging the USB external drive.
Okay. Again,
really
huge feature.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just a really good gap stop from what we're eventually supposed to get. And I've in the past couple months I've downloaded and bought so many games, and some I haven't finished, some I'm still playing, and I'm tired of trying to delete. And I would love just to act. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, what about you, $? What's your favorite feature from the bunch?
Probably the game update pre-download. So they're gonna allow developers to pre-download game updates when the PlayStation is on rest mode.
That's actually very fucking dope. The worst thing is when you turn on your PlayStation trying to play something and you get that annoying ass pop up. Time to download an update, buddy. By the time it's done, hey, sorry guys, I can't play. That used to happen to me on Destiny all the time. My favorite feature from the bunch, and this is a little bit of a troll, is that I can set my online status off from my phone. So if I'm ever trying to curb you fools, you see me online, I ain't trying to play with y'all. You already know.
You do that to me already.
I know. Like, yo, Nova, you're not online. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, how many times like, yo, Nova, you're not online? It's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
I'm not. You're not though.
I do not sound like that. You guys need to work on your impressions of Nova. I'm just saying.
That's how you sound 24/7. When you're super excited, you sound like
that's
me.
you.
But here's the thing: it's because while y'all over here busy playing PS5, I'm over here playing.
You really ain't been playing Cyberpunk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, see, you can't hear it, but the audience heard. I just played the PS1 intro music. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Randomly, I just want to say this and throw this out there. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but bruh, I've been playing Skate 3. Oh my God. That game is so fucking good. Keep in mind, I've beaten this game multiple years ago. First time coming back.
Best skate ever made, right?
Oh yeah, there's nothing close to it. I know. I had some dude was trying to talk about the Skater XL game. I'm like, bruh, have you played Skate 3?
Skater XL has no purpose except doing like there's nothing.
Yeah, fuck Skater XL. Skate 3, nothing to this day, nothing like it. Still, but we all know Skate 4 is coming out. It's in development. Last we heard, we reported on it a couple months ago. Yeah, I'm just so excited. The reason I brought that up is just because, again, it's not that there's nothing to play on PS5. I'm still not even past the second level on Demon Souls. If you want me to keep it a Hundon, but yeah, ever since I got this modded PS3, man, there's so many classic games on this console that I don't know. It's been hard to go back and forth, so I'm kind of like stuck. That's why I'm like, I want to do PS5 content, but then there's so much shit on the PS3 I want to do, which comes with PS1, 2, and 3. So it just But Coolhand, we definitely need to link up with me, man, so I can bust your head in.
Dude. We still got to make that trip to Second and Charles, bro.
We will make that trip happen, man. We'll make that trip happen still. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic. Ooh, so let's talk about this rumor going around with Xbox and Nintendo supposedly having some type of partnership. Now, if just to jog your brains a little bit, we all remember, I want to say it was 2019. I could be wrong. It could have been last year. But there was an advert that came out about crossplay between the Switch and the Xbox on Fortnite, I believe. And the drama of the week back then was, oh my gosh, Sony won't let you play with other people on crossplay. Boo, boo, boo. They're so anti-consumer. We all remember that shit.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There was a lot of hurt feelings about that. A lot of mad PlayStation fanboys. A lot of happy Xbox people. A lot of indifferent Nintendo fans, because Nintendo
These
fans
heartbreak
don't follow
hotel
gamers.
That's what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah. So they had a little ad that came out back then. They took a jab at PlayStation. So is it out of the realm that they might have another partnership? No, not at all. They've partnered, in a small effort back then to shame PlayStation and make them look dumb. Which, granted, hey, if you want to play with people on other consoles, and the game can support crossplay, then shit, enable it. But Sony had their reasons. They bended, of course. We all know how that ended up. But yeah, so there's more rumors coming out. I think what the juicy part of this rumor is, and what everyone's kind of speculating is, are we going to see Game Pass on the Switch? Is that a possibility? And I think we can all, not speaking for you guys, but it's not out of the woods that Phil Spencer's trying to put Game Pass on Switch to make up for all the subs, that and all the money that they're not making on dollar deals. Let's not get it fucked up. Game Pass is not making money like that. I think at the end of this year, a lot of those dollar deal subscribers. So if you don't know, there was a promotion a couple years ago. If you had Xbox Live, let's say for going up to 3 years, let's say, right, you were topped up, you were able for $1, you paid $1 and you had Xbox Live all the way up to whenever your gold expired, right? Your Xbox Live Gold. So a lot of people took advantage of that and have not been paying for Game Pass. At least people who are like in the know, right? And they had this deal going on for a couple months, right? So a lot of people took advantage of it. Once those dollar deals fall off, it's really going to be interesting to see. Interesting to see whether a lot of these gamers stay on.
Because the whole point is for them to do this, then they up the charge, and then you kind of forget about it, as most subscription services do.
Yeah.
Like Nova, you tried out
PlayStation Now, and I still have both of them, actually. I think my Game Pass is up next month.
I'm saying, and you meant to cancel your PlayStation Now, but you forgot about it. They got you.
They got me. I can play Avengers. Yay. But seriously, though, Game Pass on a Switch, let's talk about it. Or do you guys think this could be something else?
I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility. With Xbox, with the moves that they've been making lately, it's kind of, I don't want to discount them. You know what I mean? Microsoft has been making kind of very strong moves, and you already know they kind of have a pretty good relationship with Nintendo to a degree.
Yeah,
they did laugh at Jim Ryan years ago. Remember that? Never forget. But
wait. Who laughed at Jim Ryan?
Executives at Nintendo.
Nah, you wrong. You talking about the wrong executive, not Jim Ryan.
No, not Jim Ryan. I'm talking. Phil Spencer. Sorry. Oof. They're both.
It may have been Donnie D back then, but who knows? Whatever. No, continue though. My bad.
So, like I said, this isn't out of the realm of possibility. It's something that, if it happens, it would surprise me, but it wouldn't at the same time, because these are the kind of moves that Microsoft is tending to make now. They're making these moves that you kind of just don't see coming, and it happens. And they're really trying to trigger that goal into getting as many people as they can to play, to be on Game Pass. Remember, 1 billion gamers, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, good luck. They're around 15 million active users last time we heard on Game Pass. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of a comparison. Amazon Prime Video added 50 million subscribers during the pandemic. 50 million. Game Pass has been out for about 3 years now, and they're at 15.
Did you see that?
Just
Speaking
saying.
of the streaming service, because you also have to think about the money that comes in. You know, in the current in what we call the COVID era, Kong is to be the first movie that is going to actually turn a profit in the COVID era. The first brand new released movie is going to be Kong,
and it was primarily seen through HBO. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. So you could see kind of like where it can go, but it, like I said, it's varied, right?
Yeah. Dollar-Sign, any thoughts on this rumor?
I mean, I feel it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be like Master Chief and Smash or something.
You think that's the extent? I mean, they already have Banjo and Kazooie, and what's the other character? They have a couple characters that's licensed by Microsoft that's in the game, and that's in that game in particular. So do you think it's just fodder news in that case?
Yeah.
And I do want to respond. Go ahead.
I'm saying because like the source is just some leaker who says there's going to be some big Nintendo Xbox news in the fall, and it's kind of vague, so I'm not buying too much into it.
Yeah, and he's like a semi-reputable leaker, but it's like this is not the craziest news. I just want to respond to Manuel in the chat. He said 18 million paid Game Pass subscribers were last official. Okay, so there you go. Not 15, it was 18 million. And then Microsoft owns 30% of the NVIDIA mobile Switch hardware. Game Pass is likely coming to Switch. Yep. I mean, again, it's not out of the realm possibility.
Oh my God.
Now, are Nintendo games coming to Xbox? I just want to answer that real quick.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, that's not happening. Nintendo knows where their bread is buttered. Just because they're a bigger, I mean, they're just more. They have better name recognition. I mean, you could even, I would say it's arguable to say with PlayStation, but there was a time where, and if you know this, if you have Spanish parents, doesn't matter what system you had, that thing was called el Nintendo. Apagar ese Nintendo, which means turn off that Nintendo. That just, it's a household name. And yes,
Bro.
Minecraft Steve, that's who you were missing from that list. So yeah, let's move off this whack ass rumor. Let's talk about this, which is actually pretty cool. So there's this service called Core, which is debuting on the Epic Store, and it's supposed to be a video game. What's the easiest way to say this? Could we say like a video game YouTube or for game development? So I actually signed up for the early access for this.
Did you really?
Yeah. So Core is a platform that you can share video. You can share videos and actually, let me just. Well, I'm missing the main point. The main point is you can use this to make games. And it already includes 20,000 playable games you can play right now.
So they've beta tested the hell out of this.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's like, from what I've gathered from reading about it, it's like it's a video game engine, so a la Dreams, you could think, and like a streaming service at the same time. Again, Epic, I'm not gonna lie, Epic, they think outside the box, man. Everywhere where there were people, there were kind of like long-standing players in a certain game, let's say, they just stepped in and said, hey, we're gonna try this out. Game store, we're gonna do it. Battle Royale, we're gonna do it. So to see something like this, it's dope, man. It's they're definitely carving out their own lane in video games, man. I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a freaking epic version of Game Pass where it's like, hey, we have a service for all our games, and this is the only way to play it. So this is cool, man. I signed up for more information for the alpha or whatever. I'm interested, man. After playing PlayStation Dreams and seeing what that's capable of, and I think again, Dreams is one of the most underrated, slept-on games in PlayStation. If you have a PlayStation and don't own Dreams, you're bugging. You are seriously bugging, because at this point, it's been out for long enough that some of the games on there are super polished. And keep in mind, people can collaborate on games together, whether it's reusing assets.
What happened today? What was just dropped on Twitter today? In reference to Dreams.
You tell me.
The tweet. I'm forgetting his name. I was kind of hoping you picked it up.
Oh no, I'm like, well, shit. That's news to me. What's going on?
Damn it, who's the guy that tweeted something out that he made something on Dreams?
I thought you were saying like Greg Miller did a show on
yeah.
Dreams.
No, yeah. So Greg Miller's co-host Blessing Aduaya. I forgot how to say his last name. But anyways, he has an episode that was made in Dreams completely, and it's like an avatar of him in his room over the video cam, and it's pretty dope. Again, super slept on. So anything where I see game creation tools, I'm interested. I haven't built anything in Dreams besides like the little hub world they make you build, but it's fucking dope. It's fucking crazy.
Question for you.
I wonder how this compares, but go ahead.
So given that you signed up to try this out for the early access, are you gonna try your hand in making a game?
So here's what I'll tell you. So I'm gonna try first and foremost. I'm gonna play games. I'm gonna check out what games they have available, whether these are community games or whether they said, "Hey, we have." Like where do these 20,000 games come from? I'm curious, right? Maybe they had like teams working on games for a while, and they said, "Hey, when we launch this, we want to launch with all these different games." I can't, by looking at this game from what we're looking at right now, I can't tell if this is like, hey, these are kind of like the tools. These are like the characters, the characters you're seeing, they look the same in all the games. They just look like different versions of each other. I mean, this kind of reminds me of Dreams, to be honest with you. And I like that you see like variety. You see like a golf game, you see shooters, you see racing games. So this definitely piques my interest. This is, if you can see, it says like most active games, core. So it looks like there's a hub world, and then from this hub world, you basically just jump into games to these portals. From what I can tell. But again, guys, I just highly want to stress, and this is free, by the way. So if you have a decent game PC, downloads on the Epic Game Store. Again, if you have PS5 or PS4, please do yourself a favor, get Dreams. You have a kid, get Dreams. It just endless possibilities. But yeah, $, being a developer, what's your kind of like stance on like these games that like double as like platforms essentially where you can play other people's shit on top of being able to build your own thing without having to get into like coding or anything like that? What do you think?
I mean, it really depends on the community, right? Because like it kind of reminds me of like Apple, like when the iPhone first came out. What made like the iPhone blow up was the App Store. Was these developers who came in and made a reason for you to get it, basically to buy an iPhone, because like all these apps made having a smartphone like convenient. So I see it kind of like that, where it really depends on a community coming in and making like really awesome games that makes you want to like hop on this platform and play it. Like same with Dreams. So I think it's exciting, but it really depends on the community.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's only as good as its community. I'm curious to see whether this also has like so there's a feature on Dreams where you can remix other people's assets. So if, let's say I make a world from scratch, right? And I have characters, I have environments, I have whatever, right? I can say, all right, everything in my game is remixable, meaning you can go in and say, all right, I'm going to take the world, I'm going to take the character assets, I'm going to leave the rest. And I'm going to go into this game and take these assets and kind of throw it all into one.
So kind of like a template in a sense.
Yeah, if you can do that, then my interest is definitely peaked. Because like if I want to create like a game like what we're looking at right here, you know, it'd suck to have to make that from scratch. Let's say I might be better at, you know, level design than I am with like character design. You know, Is there a store where you can say, hey, here's some templates you can work off of, or what?
Well, I think that goes hand in hand with the next thing that I think you're going to segue to in terms of character designing that Epic is also doing.
Yes, but we'll skip over that for now because I want to actually show a demo of that. Wink, wink. Like I'll do some screen recording. What Cool Hand's referring to is we spoke about it a couple weeks back. It was Epic's tool. They have like a tool that came out that you could essentially it's called the Meta Human Creator, and it's a character creator that you can make using a browser. Yeah, and it's super realistic.
That's it. I could insert myself in a game and just I could look at myself in a 3D form. You know what I mean? It's just it looks amazing. It looks super realistic. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually drop in the chat if you guys want to take a look at it.
What Epic has been doing, just in terms of, and you touched on it. It's they're a very innovative company, and they're future ready. If that's the right word that I could just right phrase that comes. Future ready.
If this was the same Epic we had 15 years ago, I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking tried their hand at dropping a console. Honestly, like they're definitely doing really good. Let's move on from this and let's talk Suckerpunch and the rumor that they're working on a new multiplayer game. Now, before we go into this, I just want to say, if you have not played Ghost, let's not go there. Everyone in here has played Ghost of Tsushima. I refuse to believe that anyone watching Insomniacs has not played Ghost of Tsushima. It's cap. It's bullshit. You've all played. We all have played. The picture you guys are looking at right now is, a squad wearing full raid gear. And the reason I use this picture was because I think everyone who played Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer was pleasantly surprised once they dropped their, was it Legends mode?
Yeah, it was the
Legends mode, right? Which is online. It wasn't it
was a PvE.
It was fleshed out to the point where they knew they weren't going to do any more than what is out currently. But it was a great thing to see because, they added in a raid and these, PvE modes. And it was honestly the most fun time I've had playing multiplayer since Destiny 1. And guess what? I'm still saying that, and I played Outriders last week.
Bruh.
And Outriders is basura. It is trash. And I speak for myself when I say that.
Still have you spent $60, so you still have to play.
You gotta get to them expeditions.
Yeah,
the expeditions are pretty fun.
Why the fuck you lying?
We ain't trying to play that game. I'm gonna give it another shot, but at the end of the day,
oh my God, who the hell cares?
I ain't trying to get to that. That was painful. I was trying to like it, guys. I was trying to like Outriders. It was just so damn bland. The world looks like
it did
Destiny
not
1.
seem like you were trying to like Outriders.
Yo, I'm level 11 in one day.
Listen, guys, everyone in the chat, I want you guys to go back and look at our live stream of playing Outriders, and you can't tell me that Nova didn't sound salty from start to finish the entire way.
Yo,
you were like an angry little girl who lost her American Girl doll.
The fact that y'all convinced me to buy that trash ass game, like y'all just had me feeling like,
Gotcha, bitch.
like straight up finessed me. Like, damn. Last time I'm getting a game recommendation from y'all, man. Y'all burned me with this Outriders bullshit. But yeah, let's get. We haven't even hopped into it. So yes, rumors. Let's talk about the rumor mill. We should just have like a segment called the rumor mill or something like that, where we just not.
Yeah, well, the rumor is they're hiring a mobile or a multiplayer developer.
Yeah.
So it means that they're going to spend more money on the multiplayer aspect of their next game.
Now,
right? And
go ahead.
and like the last game they made, those multiplayer was pretty sweet, right? They
amazing.
They really figured out how to do like a really tiny like looting game. It was like, it wasn't a looter shooter, but there was like a sweet looting mechanic to it that just like really worked.
Oh yeah, definitely. Again, if you haven't played Ghost Tsushima Online, what are you doing with your life? Like, get off this podcast after you leave that thumbs up. So yeah, it's a hiring. Again, not so much news here, but you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we don't know if this is going to be another Ghost Tsushima game. We don't know if this is going to be something else, but the fact that they are doubling down on multiplayer is actually really dope, and I'm excited to see that because we all had a great time with the raid.
That was a lot of fun.
That was amazing.
It was the only time we were able to get you online.
Yeah,
like consistently.
Well, we'll definitely do a Ghost Tsushima raid stream just because that's actually fun.
You a hater.
I'm just so over Outriders, man. Just the thought of it got me in a bad mood. But yeah, guys, we're definitely gonna do a stream, another group stream coming up pretty soon. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that's notable. Not that I can think of for now. It wasn't the craziest news week.
Talk about Sony investing $200 million in Epic.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that briefly. So yeah, let me switch over. So yeah, Sony invested another $200 million in Epic, which funny enough, they announced that right after they announced Aloy's coming to Fortnite. So maybe Sony's strategy is to, because here's the thing, and we talked about this originally. If Sony invested what they did into Epic about 10 years ago, before Fortnite blew up, they would own like half of Epic or like a quarter of it. Now these little 250 million here the first time, now 200 million, they're barely making a dent. They're trying to like get enough influence to say, hey, we want to leverage this partnership. We want to put this character in the game. I don't think Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn is going to make people buy Horizon Zero Dawn, but again, it's cool fan service, and that doesn't matter who does it, whether it's Nintendo, Xbox. It's just cool to see, you know?
Yeah, it's just a really sweet ad, right? Because they're putting Aloy in Fortnite, and they're going to give her like a limited time mode.
Yeah.
So there's going to be people playing like a Horizon-themed game mode. So that's just like great advertisement for Sony.
Yep, exactly. Especially for this next game coming out.
Yeah, I mean, we also know Horizon Zero Dawn's coming for free this month on for the Play at Home initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, complete edition. I still need to finish the game and play DLC.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. Oh, you haven't beat the game?
I got bored. That's boring.
I have never played the game, so I mean, I'm excited that it's for free and it's the complete edition. So I'm waiting.
But I'm gonna play the full game this time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get bored.
The game is really good. I don't know how you got bored. I will say this. Even though I love the environment of the game, amazing environment, right? You have a whole ass cities, you have whole deserts, you have whole entire landscapes you can play, a big variety of different machines you can fight and hack and take over. My gripe about the game, again, with me giving it all these compliments, the map was just too damn big. It was just too much nothingness in between. I would say a perfect example of like map to things to do ratio, Ghost of Tsushima. You cannot. I haven't seen it since like. I almost used a bad example. I was about to say Far Cry 4, but that's definitely a game that was just too spread out. But yeah.
But that game technically was also really impressive because, like, even on the PS4 with the regular hard drive, that thing loaded so fast it made no sense.
It did.
Like when you fast traveled,
it really did.
like, even on the PS4, it was like mind blowingly fast.
Yeah. It was crazy. So yeah, I think if they can kind of have that balance with the next Horizon, do what they did like with Ghost of Tsushima. Honestly, I think it's perfect. Like, did you guys ever feel while playing Ghost of Tsushima like you're just kind of like walking, like nothing happened for a while? That's how I felt when I played Red Dead 2. Whereas Ghost of Tsushima, there's always something. You could be on your way towards something and something's going to pop up. Oh, there's a area you haven't been to. It's close by. Or some enemies are there. There's always something that's going on. It's never a dull moment in Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, just to kind of wrap up that convo, Sony's made another investment to Epic Games. I'm sure it's not going to be the last. Definitely not.
Yo. So this is small news, but I just want to ask you guys: are you guys? And this is unrelated to the topic, but are you guys gonna watch this Facebook event for Oculus Game on April 21st?
I'm gonna check it out. I don't think I'm gonna watch it live per se, but I'm always looking in the space of Oculus. Now that I'm PC Master Race,
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? That might be something interesting, but nothing sold me on the Oculus. I'll be honest, guys. I have a fucking great, probably top 5% gaming PC. Only game I own on PC is Cyberpunk. I've gone through the Steam store and I'm just kind of like, bro, what's going on here? I can't tell what's what. There's a lot of indies. There's a lot of early access. So, yeah. I don't know. I think PC gaming is a little overhyped. But then again, I'm still new to it. I'm sure $sign would disagree with me on that. Oh, no disagreement. There you go. PC is trash.
Bruh.
You guys heard it here first. INSOMNIACS Podcast. Sony ponies to the death of us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I don't know. I think this has been a good show. We like to do it short and sweet sometimes. It's not always have to be a 2-hour show to have fun and get our rocks off. I'm not holding any promises, so we'll be back next week at the same time, same place. Before we go, let's do our outros. Cool Hand, what are you playing? Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitch and on Instagram and Twitter at CoolHandCruz, where I'm gonna be streaming Friday, 8:30 Eastern time.
What are you playing?
I'm gonna be playing. Man, I'm actually gonna be playing in Marietta games. I'll probably dip into some A Way Out, and then some Medieval, and I'll probably finish it off with some Outriders.
Bruh.
All right, no one's trying to watch you play Outriders, man. I'm telling you, the game is trash. But
yeah, I also
They haven't seen me play Outriders.
it doesn't matter who's playing it. It's trash either way.
also
good
I
to
just
hear
want
that.
to tell everyone: invest in Doge, invest in Doge right now.
Bruh.
Facts. If you got Doge right now, you're in the green.
Yo.
I started off with like 800 plus this morning, and then now it's like over 1100. I'm Geechee. But yeah, $sign. What are you playing? Where can they find you?
So right now I'm playing Sly 4, Thieves in Time. Playing some Outriders. Thinking about getting back into Destiny 2, and one day I'll finish Jedi Fallen Order.
Me too. I'm still on the first level.
I got that platinum.
Yeah, I'm still in the first level. It's too boring. But I'm gonna give it a shot. Cool Hand. I hear you. I'm gonna give it a shot. If you platinumed it, I gotta give it a shot.
Oh,
And-
it was, that shit was tight. I had fun with it.
And $, where can they find you, man?
You can find me on SoundCloud.
Bruh.
C_$.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard the kid. Me, y'all know where y'all can find me. YouTube.com/NovaInsomniacs, motherfuckers. Y'all can check us out on Twitter. I'm about to throw our Twitter at. It's also in the description. Follow us on Twitter. We talk some shit on there. But just watch the space. I don't want to tell you guys stuff that's going on behind the scenes until it's actually done. I'd rather just show y'all. So just keep an eye out on what. Just watch this space, right? You know what I'm saying? Insomniac's podcast. We're big steppers right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, my soundboard stopped working. Okay, anyways, that was embarrassing. Anyways, guys, it's always a fun time with y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. Catch Cool Hand this Friday on his Twitch channel. And catch me every Sunday with Mooch and Crap on either of their channels, whoever decides to host it, where I'm the producer of the M&C show with Mooch and Crap. Besides that, it was good, nice rocking with y'all, and we will catch y'all next week. Insomniacs motherfucking out. Happy birthday, Black Rain.
Don't
Don't sleep.